Hello, everyone. Welcome to season 2 of the Sam podcast. We'll be talking about careers this season with me, Mr. Sam. Today, we are diving into one of the most dramatic and courageous aviation careers out there, firefighter pilots. Joining me is our special guest, Miss Hannah Brooks, an aviation safety researcher who has studied aerial firefighting operations around the world. Hannah, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Mr. Sam. I'm really excited to talk about this topic. It's intense, powerful, and emotional.
It really is. And before we begin, just to let our audience know, we're both smiling right now because even though this is a serious subject, we're ready for a lively debate.
Absolutely. Let's do this.
So, Hannah, when people think of firefighters, they imagine trucks, hoses, and brave crews on the ground. But firefighter pilots, that sounds like a movie.
It does sound cinematic, but it's very real. Firefighter pilots, also known as aerial firefighting pilots, fly aircraft that drop water or fire retardant over wildfires to slow their spread.
Like scenes from dramatic action films.
Yes, but this is real life and often much more dangerous.
Let's talk about the aircraft. These aren't normal passenger planes.
Definitely not. For example, aircraft like the Canadair CL-415 can scoop water directly from lakes and drop it over fires.
That's incredible.
Another example is the Boeing 747 supertanker, which has been modified to carry massive amounts of fire retardant.
A 747 fighting fires? That sounds unbelievable.
It's massive and powerful, but not all aircraft are large. Some smaller air tankers and helicopters are used for precise drops.
Here's my first argument. Firefighter pilots operate in extreme danger. Low altitude, smoke, heat, strong winds. Why would anyone choose such a risky career?
Because they want to save lives and protect communities. Wildfires destroy homes, forests, and wildlife. Aerial firefighting can slow or stop a fire spread. That sound, imagine flying toward it instead of away from it.
That takes courage.
It truly does. What kind of training is required? Firefighter pilots are usually very experienced pilots first. Many come from military or commercial aviation backgrounds. They undergo specialized low-altitude flight training and wildfire behavior education.
So they must understand how fires move.
Exactly. Wind patterns, terrain, temperature all affect fire behavior.
Here's where I push back. While their work is heroic, isn't it reactive? Shouldn't governments focus more on prevention instead of relying on aerial firefighting?
Prevention is important, yes. Forest management and early detection matter. But when a fire is already spreading rapidly, aerial support is essential.
So you're saying it's both prevention and response?
Exactly. You can't eliminate wildfire risk entirely.
Fair point. Describe a typical day for a firefighter pilot.
During wildfire season, they're often on standby. They monitor weather reports and fire alerts. When a call comes, they move immediately. Unit ready for deployment. Then engines start. They fly towards smoke-filled skies, assess the situation, coordinate with ground crews, and prepare for the drop.
What happens during a water drop?
The aircraft flies low over the fire line. Timing and precision are critical. Released too early or too late, and it's ineffective. That's the sound of thousands of liters of water hitting the flames.
That must feel powerful.
It does, but it's also nerve-wracking.
They must witness destruction, homes burning, forests disappearing.
Yes, that can be emotionally heavy. They know communities are affected.
And sometimes, despite their efforts, fires continue.
That's the hardest part.
Some people argue that aerial firefighting is expensive and sometimes inefficient.
It's costly, yes. Aircraft maintenance and fuel are expensive, but the cost of uncontrolled wildfire damage is much higher.
So it's an investment in protection.
Exactly.
Physical and mental demands. Let's talk about the physical side.
Flying through turbulence caused by heat waves is exhausting. Visibility can be extremely limited. Imagine flying through that while staying focused on precision.
Stress levels must be high.
Very high.
They don't work alone, right?
No, they coordinate with ground firefighters, air traffic control, and other aircraft.
Communication must be clear.
Absolutely. One mistake can be catastrophic.
Is this a full-time job year-round?
Often seasonal, depending on wildfire seasons, some pilots travel internationally to follow fire seasons in different hemispheres.
So it's not always stable income.
It depends on contracts and experience.
I still question whether the risk is worth it. Lives are at stake, including the pilots.
Every emergency service involves risk: firefighters on the ground, rescue divers, paramedics.
But flying into smoke seems extreme.
It is extreme, but without aerial support, ground crews may face even greater danger.
That's a strong argument. Why do people choose this path?
Passion for flying and desire to protect communities. It combines adrenaline with service.
So it's not about money.
Usually not the main motivation.
Compared to airline pilots, firefighter pilots have more unpredictable missions.
Yes, airlines have schedules, wildfires do not.
And compared to military pilots,
Different mission. One focuses on defense, the other on disaster response.
let me summarize my concerns. High risk, emotional strain, seasonal income, high operational costs.
And I'll summarize the strengths: life-saving missions, community protection, teamwork, and meaningful impact.
I must admit, this career requires extraordinary courage.
It does.
Hannah, thank you for this powerful discussion.
Thank you, Mr. Sam. I really enjoyed this debate.
To our listeners, if you're considering becoming a firefighter pilot, understand the training, the physical demands, and the emotional responsibility. It's a career for those who are brave, disciplined, and committed to public safety. Thank you for listening to the SAM Podcast. Join us next time as we continue exploring extraordinary careers.
Goodbye, everyone.